Basis data, original originator.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the first ever CONvergence Taskmaster. And happy July the 4th. It's been nearly 250 years since you ungrateful colonials rejected the love and attention of our monarch in favor of freedom and democracy. But you're all wishing you kept that tea now, aren't you? We have 5 willing victims taking part in our show. They've all signed the necessary waivers, so I can't be held legally responsible for anything that happens today. Joining us as well, helping this Muppet on the tech, we have Melissa Kaercher at the back.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
At least I have somebody competent helping me out. And, well, let's meet the team. We have, on the far right, Bowlsby. Duck Washington. Miss Shannan Paul. Jeremy Stomberg. And Nick Glover. And it wouldn't be Taskmaster if I didn't have somebody to mercilessly make fun of throughout the entire show. Sitting beside me, a man who once told me that he's wholeheartedly in favor of votes for married women, as long as they cast them the same way as their husbands. It's pathetic little Timmy Wick.
Thank you. Thank you, Lee. I'm really excited. This is my first time to do banter with you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. You know, I visited Antarctica recently, and saw penguins.
Did you?
Yes. And one of the penguins said, "Hold on a minute. Hold on."
It texted you?
One of the penguins said, "Piano."
One of the penguins said
piano.
Oh,
yeah.
I contractually have to ask, why did it say piano?
I don't know. It was a penguin.
Let's just start, please.
Okay. Well, our first task of the night, or afternoon, Lee, is our prize task. So what we've done is we've asked our 5 contestants to bring in the most convergence thing. After we see all their convergence things, you will score them on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best. And whoever wins the entire show will be able to take home all of those convergence things, thereby being the most convergence person.
That is very exciting. Okay, well, maybe can we kick off just with Windy at the end?
Sure, Windy.
Roll tape.
What is the most convergence thing?
I know we can do videos.
Melissa Kaercher. Let us pause to ask what exactly makes convergence? Convergence. It's full of geeks, loads of costumes and cosplay, room parties of stunning variety, panels for every interest, volunteers making it all run, and that certain creative spirit that I dub shenanigans. Melissa Kaercher exemplifies all of these. Melissa is a huge geek, with credits in the comics industry, a catalog of podcasts, an encyclopedic knowledge of film specializing in crash-em-ups and kung fu, a collector of the odd and notable, and indeed, she got married in a kigurumi. Like so many, Melissa has proudly worn her fandoms and even performed in the masquerade. Melissa hosted a room party for 6 glorious years, providing coffee of truly horrifying blackness. Melissa has been a creator, instigator, and/or chaotic mascot of some of CONvergence's most iconic events, as well as participating in literally hundreds more. She takes her creativity to many exciting places, to the benefit of all of us here at CONvergence. The most CONvergence thing is Melissa Kaercher.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, Lee, this panel's only an hour long, and that's all the time we have. So,
Wendy, I can't deny that Melissa could easily be regarded as the most CONvergence thing. I have two problems with your entry. One is that I'm pretty sure that you should own the thing that you're bringing along because it has to be given to the winner of this of the game.
Melissa did consent.
I did, but I didn't quite think all of this through.
It was implied.
So it's going to have to. It'll have to be dependent, I think, on whether the winner of the game has room in their carry-on luggage. Okay, so it's not a bad start.
I didn't know we were comfortable calling women things.
Duck.
Yeah, I don't have a video, but I do have an image.
I mean, keep up.
All right.
Okay.
So what we have here is a CONvergence flight containing the classic rum and juice. We have unused body wash. We have a glass of toast, and then water from the Radish Tree Pool.
yeah, I need to confirm we tested the pH levels. That is indeed from the Radish Tree Pool.
Okay.
Authenticity
You
counts.
lost me a little on the Radish Tree Pool, but I do miss the House of Toast. So yeah, that's a strong entry. Miss Shannan.
I also do not have a video, but now we know if Wikipedia goes away, Melissa, we will all remember you posthumously, so it's fine. I also have a photo. It is a previous badge to a previous year here at CONvergence with an awkwardly large, long trail of ribbons is what it has. That's from 2014, the 1 year that I volunteered to be a member of the social media team. And then immediately said, I now know too much and never volunteered with them again. They do the Lord's work. They do the Lord's work.
Okay, so that's what you count as a long line of ribbons, is it?
Yes. And an old badge.
Well, I think
All
we
the
have
other people awkwardly sitting on their badges booed you. Did you feel that? Did you feel that?
I'm British, I'm used to it. I think we may well have our one-pointer. Jeremy.
I thought, really, what is the most CONvergence thing? I've of course, been here since the beginning. I've done a lot of planning for the convention. And what is more CONvergence than having a stupid idea in April and then conveniently forgetting about it until the last few weeks before the convention and then rushing off to Michael's craft store to buy a frame? Better than Paul Hollywood.
I regret being one of the likes on that post.
One of two.
I think I'm the other
That's
one,
good
and
for
I
Jeremy.
regret it too.
That's a lot of likes for Blue Sky.
That's true, that's true.
Nick.
Yeah, I think CONvergence is a lot of different things to a lot of people, so it's really hard to encapsulate all of CONvergence. I also think that CONvergence is kind of what you make it. So I designed and built something for scratch for CONvergence, a lamp, if you would, Melissa, that lights up a bunch of different colors.
Nice.
It's also worth noting that this lamp can be reconfigured to show any of the faces that you want more prominently, because convergence is what you want it to be, but you have to put in the effort to make it that way.
Oh my God.
All right, well, that's all 5 prizes, Lee. You need to score them 1 through 5.
Yeah, this is going to be tough because there are a couple of really strong ones there. Let's start with the easy ones. 1 point to Miss Shannan.
Yeah, I have a badge with badge ribbons on it in the back. Can I get a point?
And can we get points for everybody in the audience that has a badge with badge ribbons on it?
Yeah, everybody in the audience can have a point as well. Now this is where it gets tough. I am going to give, this is no reflection on you, Melissa, but it is a reflection on Windy. 2 points for Windy, just because it's so difficult to win, to take home, unless,
I'm just saying, living with Melissa is a treat.
So 2 points to Windy. So then we have the convergence flight, the framed message to me on my birthday, and the convergence lamp. Okay, we're going to give 4 points each to Duck for the convergence flight and Nick for the convergence lamp, and because I can be bought, 5 points for Jeremy.
All right. So that's 5 points for Nick and 5 points for Jeremy, 4 points for Duck, 2 points for Windy, and 1 point for Miss Shannan.
Is that what I said?
I'm making sure.
No, it was 4 points for Nick.
1 point for Miss Shannan, 2 points for Windy, 4 points each for Duck and Nick, 5 points for Jeremy.
All right, got it. 4 points.
Do
for
pay
Duck.
attention. You don't have much to do in this show. Jesus.
But paying attention is hard.
Okay, come on. What we got next?
Oh, all right. Well, we have our first filmed task, and this one rules.
Hello, Miss Shannan.
Hello, Tim.
Hello, Windy.
Hi, Tim.
Hello again.
Yes.
Thanks, Tim.
Hello, Jeremy.
Still Tim.
Hey, hey.
This is a slide rule. I know that part. I know that much.
Come up with the most interesting use for this slide rule.
You may not break the slide rule. Well, limit me much.
Most interesting use of this slide rule wins.
You have 2 to the 3rd power minutes.
Have that's 2 minutes 36.
23 minutes?
2 to
Or
the
2.3?
third.
Time starts now. Taught English, not math.
I'm an English major.
I don't know how to do that.
My dad was an engineer, and he had a slide rule, and he never taught me to use it. And he's dead now, so I can't actually.
I went to engineering school, but I was the only English major on my floor.
All right, so let's take a look at how they solved this interesting problem.
Please don't tell anyone that I have to wear glasses sometimes.
Jeremy doesn't have to wear glasses sometimes.
Thank you very much.
Do you know how to use a slide rule, Doc?
Not really well.
Just to be clear, that's supposed to happen.
Yeah. I'm not nearly as old as you, but I am familiar with at least a little bit.
The suspense of using a slide rule.
You know, of course, like slide rule makes me think like, like a slide whistle, you know. you have duplicates of this if I destroy this?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I want him to see mine now.
I mean, speaking of sex toys. Look at you. I can't see. Okay, who else?
On the internet, and it's always fun. I do all interesting stuff. Very curious. I go, oh no, my toy! That's it, that's what I got. That's what I got.
Start the clock.
Careful. Much better.
Giant circles is always cool.
Would be great.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Tim. That's me? That's you.
Okay.
Yes, we did provide accommodations for Wendy that she never looked nor asked for.
Okay, we're going to start off, just get this out of the way because I don't want to suffer the same fate. It's obviously going to be 5 points to going to Nick for this round. I was really, really confused by Wendy's entry. I still don't quite know what the hell that was supposed to be. And I thought, this is easily going to get 1 point this round. And then I saw ducks. So we have 1 point to duck for sure. Miss Shannon's, I have 6 cats at home, so I appreciate anything involving cats. So you're going to get 3 points there. Windy will get 2 points, and Jeremy, you would have scored a lot lower, 4 points, because it was really quite dull when you actually think about it. But I did appreciate that it mirrored your words as you came into the house when you said, "Oh, it's still Tim."
All right, so that's 5 for Nick, 4 for Jeremy, 3 for Miss Shannon, 2 for Windy, and 1 for Duck.
That is correct.
Yeah. I should also point out that had Duck asked for tape or my hands, or a compass, they could have been provided. We'll have a score check, Lee, before we move on.
Let's do that, yes.
All right, let's take a look. So right now, in the lead, tied for the lead is Nick and Jeremy with 9. Duck has 5, and then Windy and Miss Shannon are tied for last with 4. But now,
this is my show. I'll let you know when to speak. I should point out that, of course, as well as the fun of the game, our contestants are playing for this magnificent... You told me we had budget.
I used it all.
You used it all?
It's not very big. You'll see.
Okay, get on with it.
Are you drinking that water?
No, I'm not. Oh.
Okay, let's enjoy the next very lengthy task.
Oh, God.
Hello, Windy.
Hi, Tim.
Hello, Miss Shannon.
Hello, Tim.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, Tim.
I didn't even know that was there.
Hello, Jeremy.
Hello, Tim.
Hi, Duck.
Hi. Hi, Tim.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Ready for the next task.
Let's see. Create the second longest Mr. Fantastic arm.
The longest Mr. Fantastic arm will be worth 1 point.
The third longest Mr. Fantastic arm will be worth 4 points.
The 4th longest Mr. Fantastic.
The 5th longest Mr. Fantastic arm will be worth 2 points.
The second longest Mr. Fantastic arm wins.
Taskmaster may award a bonus point for the most fantastic Mr. Fantastic arm.
You have 10 minutes.
Your time starts now.
Fantastic.
This will be the stretchy guy from the Fantastic Four, right?
Oh, see, now we have to presume and see how much work anybody else is willing to put into this project.
At most, they can put in 10 minutes worth.
All right, would you like to see how they did?
Well, as I'm here.
All right.
Wow.
What do you think about this task, Doc?
Oh, I think it's fantastic.
I don't have to like functionally use this arm. It doesn't have to be my arm. It can just be a disembodied arm, one would assume.
All the information you need is on the task.
Tim, have you ever been to Wall Drug?
You gotta use the blue pencils, because Mr. Fantastic wears blue.
You have to think of the mind of someone like Nick.
Nick specifically?
Nick specifically.
Okay.
'Cause, I mean, because he's the one who's going to think this through the most. I think.
Not more than you.
No, I'm going to think it through the second most.
Okay.
Talking to yourself out loud when you're trying to solve a problem, or like something akin to an alibi, right? Where it's like, this way the Taskmaster can hear my thought process, perhaps, if it survives the editing, and be like, oh, you know what, that Yank's got a good idea. Maybe I will go with that and give him more points or less points.
Wendy, I think hers would be pretty long because I've seen her convergence badges before. Like she'll collect all of them. Nick will also go for maximum length. Jeremy has no idea.
I won't extend it all the way. I'll extend it second from the end.
Sure. Mr. Fantastic Arms and that fantastic form.
A little bit scarier. They try to make it like, oh my god, if like a body could do this, it would actually be really creepy.
Have you built many Mr. Fantastic Arms, Nick?
No, but I have built a fantastic car, believe it or not.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Okay, I've got tape, I've got things that I can tape together.
Shannan used to follow the tape.
Tim, do you have anything stronger than this, like duct tape or something, or electrical tape, perhaps?
I might. I can go look.
Could you go look?
Sure.
That'd be great. Thank you.
You're out of tape?
Yes.
Oh. Yes, I do have some stronger tape.
Oh. Thank you.
I've been working on cosplay all week, and so I'm like, oh, I'll take a break from all the painting and sanding and everything that I'm doing at home to get costumes ready for CONvergence, and I'll go record this Taskmaster thing, and wouldn't you know it, fucking arts and crafts time. Fucking sandbox up in this bitch.
Very appropriate. It's both blue and it has rocket ships and astronauts.
Oh, arts and crafts is so much fun when somebody else has to clean up.
This is like.
Whoa!
What did you have to do a second longest Mrs. Fantastic Arms?
Well, that would be just invisible, of course. So that'd be very easy.
Sure.
Arm needs a hand.
No, he's freeforming it.
I love that my instinct was a jazz hand. Apparently it's a default setting.
I've seen a few hands in my life.
Is so sexy.
So you can tell stuff about people by the lengths of their fingers, like which fingers are longer and shorter. I can't tell you what the answer is here for Mr. Fantastic.
Because he can make his fingers any length he wants.
Ladies.
You have 6 minutes and 25 seconds left.
Your mom has 6 minutes and 25 seconds left.
My mom's dead. Sure.
What you're saying is I wasted almost 4 minutes on a hand, but listen, jazz hands are important.
You think jazz hands make something more fantastic?
Duh.
You have 3 minutes and 51 seconds.
Fantastic.
Listen, I've been married 20 years. I can get a lot done in 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
Okay, we have an arm, we have a time do I have?
14 seconds.
Well, I think the true fantastic Mr. Fantastic doesn't fight crime. The true fantastic Mr. Fantastic, if I can do it, is a puppeteer.
Oh. Here we go. All right. You want to shake it? That's it.
That green box is Dr. Doom's ass. Yeah, take it. How do you like that? That's pretty fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, Monarch of Latveria. Monarch are getting spanked.
I've completed the second longest Mr. Fantastic arm.
Look. Ta-da!
Magic puppet show! It's Johnny Storm flying upside down. Oh no! All right.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Jim. Fantastic.
All right. So obviously the length is not subjective, it's objective, but we do have pictures of all the arms because you do also need to judge whose fantastic arm was the most fantastic. Now, there is a bit of a question as far as definition. Is the arm only the wrist to the end of the arm, or does it include the hand?
No, if it included the hand wouldn't have a different name.
Okay. Well, I wanted to make sure because since Jeremy's did not include a hand, the results would have been different.
All the instructions are on the task.
All the instructions were on the task. So, for length, we start with the shortest Mr. Fantastic arm. That was Wendy's at 34 and... I know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The least sorry apology
Winnie's was 34 3/8 inches, or for Yuli, 87.1855 centimeters. Duck's was 40 1/4 inches, 102.235 centimeters. Nick, 43 1/2, or 110.49 centimeters. Jeremy, 46 1/2, 118.11 centimeters. And Shannan was the longest at 69 7/8 inches. Or 177.4825 centimeters. So, subjectively, the scores are Jeremy had the second longest Mr. Fantastic arm, gets 5 points. Nick with 4, Duck with 3, Wendy with 2, and Miss Shannan with 1 point for the longest Mr. Fantastic arm. But there is a little matter of bonus points.
Yeah, is it possible to see those again? Okay, so I'm a little confused by what Jeremy did.
So it appeared was Jeremy.
So why did you tape together, and now I understand where the budget went, all that tape. Why did you tape together 2 walking sticks and cover them in paper instead of just using a roll of paper?
No, that's a good question. I really wanted Tim to have to put his room back together after the show. So
I did have to do that 5 times.
That's fair.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm actually I'm thinking it's between Nick and Duck because they got the color scheme right. Nick has the 4, a Fantastic Four. For some reason, it's tattooed on on Mr. Fantastic's hand.
Do you think he's blue? I think he's wearing, they're wearing like an unstable molecule
That's
suit.
very
It's
true.
on the suit.
Thank you for correcting me. So the bonus point goes to Duck.
please.
Yeah, that worked out about as expected. All right, it's time for a present of a task.
Oh.
support sponsorship.
Good. It's so official.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good start.
Ooh, money. I like that.
Oh boy. Convergence finally paid off.
Did the Taskmaster are present at the live Taskmaster show on July 4th.
Here's $20.
You have 21 days to complete this task.
Best present wins.
Your time starts now.
Put that right in here.
I don't have to spend all of this. It's fantastic. Looks like I just made 20 bucks. At this point, it's like, how much is a point worth? If I spend $20 on 5 points, that's $4 a point. Or I could just keep the 20 bucks and get 1 point and be $20 richer.
Yeah.
I know where the sex shops are in Austin now.
I like this task. I like the direction this is headed.
Thank you, Doc.
Yeah. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Okay, thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Tim.
All right, thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Tim.
All right, so all the contestants have created a gift for you, and we're going to present those to you now. You can decide who should go first.
Okay, because I'm frightened and would like to get it out of the way. Windy.
Ah.
All right, y'all asked a crafter and a costumer. Melissa, I need you to wait for me to reveal. You asked a crafter and a costumer to be a contestant, and as any crafter and costumer knows, there's two hobbies in that. There's the making, and then there's the collecting of things to make things. So I didn't have to spend any of the money at all for everything that is about to happen. So I reached out to Paul Cornell, and I was like, what exactly would Lee Harris want? And he's like, that man wants a Hugo. Because if you didn't know, he's a brilliant editor who's been nominated like 6 times for the award, but has not won.
Seven.
I looked it up and purposefully misremembered. So I made you a t-shirt. But then I thought, that seems a little backhanded, right? And so I thought, well, you know what he needs? He needs a little bit of luck. So what if I made him a lucky doll to make sure that he wins next time, right? Kind of like a voodoo doll, but in reverse. So I made you a little amigurumi. And you can see he is a winner, right? That means that he has his very own
Is that from the sex shop in
little
Austin?
Hugo. All right? And that means that you're going to win next time because he looks just like you, right? As soon as you put the t-shirt on. Except, oh wait, he's got a little vest.
Grab your microphone.
That is a very, very strong start.
Hold on, but I still had $20 and I didn't want to be participating in fraud. So I asked Paul Cornell and he said, apparently you like Twix. I think it's a British joke, so here's $20 worth of Twix.
So we have $20 worth of Twix, a red vest, a t-shirt, a woolen me, and my very own butt plug. That's the one to beat so far.
I enjoy it. Well, it's also the first. So who would you like to
Tim,
hear from?
Let's go the other end of the row.
The verbiage on that was a present, right? I'm just making sure it was like give the Taskmaster a present.
Singular. Yes.
I mean,
I'm just.
It all came in one bag.
I don't think it did. Okay. Whatever.
All right.
We're petty.
Yeah.
We're petty. This is the petty end.
Let's see yours then, Nick.
Okay.
Let's see what you've done.
So, Melissa, why don't you just show that first picture? Lee, this is 2 batches of homemade beef jerky made on our smoker at home. There's one that's original flavor and one that's spicy. This is $20 worth of flank that I marinated overnight and cooked in our smoker with a combination of pecan and hickory wood. It's smoked for about 5 hours, and my wife and I can both attest that it is fucking delicious.
Okay.
hold on, Nick. How do you know if it's delicious? Did you
ask,
eat the
can I ask,
Taskmasters?
Are both of these for me?
Yes.
Wasn't the prize task for...
It came in a single bag.
Okay.
You might be able to get this bag by volunteering for CONvergence.
Okay, that's a surprisingly good good gift as well. Let's go back across the row to Duck.
All right, so, like I'm a busy working actor. I don't have time to marinate beef and crochet and sew. But I did realize that the task said, here's $20, bring the best gift, which didn't mean that I could only spend $20 on the gift. So I just went a little bit over to get something a little bit cooler. And so you get a 50th anniversary Jaws popcorn bucket.
Except from the alibi.
Wow.
Here, I'll take the bags. Put it over here if you want. So it's not...
Thank you.
Back across to Jeremy, I think.
So I think that Tim and Melissa did a great job in setting up Tim's house as the Taskmaster house. There was one glaring omission, of course. Anyone that watches the show, every year there's a brand new portrait of the Taskmaster, which I've done in Lego. You didn't originally have the crown. I figured it was necessary. Yeah.
That's a very old photo.
Yes.
Okay. And I bet you're thinking, he's not going to just say, okay.
I expected it.
But you've seen the others.
Yeah.
And finally, Miss Shannon, can you beat...
We do have a bit of a video for Miss
really?
Shannon. Yes.
Oh.
I have 21 days though.
That's right.
I'm not, yeah, so I mean, I can find something better. I mean, I'll look around your house. Yeah, well, I'm waiting to see. But I don't.
So you think you could take something from my house and give it to the Taskmaster?
Yes, that you might like. You said best. It said the task says best
It
present.
does say best present.
So one of the best presents might be something that I could get here first. So before I let's see if there's anything. There's some good stuff. For $20, would you be willing to rent me this?
But I don't know if I'm going to be able to rent it to you because Lee doesn't have to give it back.
How about we ask really nicely?
Lee is a very cool person. I would never say otherwise.
How about 1850?
1850?
1850 to present to you.
Borrow. We have 21 days to
Here's
find
what
a
I'm
present
saying.
for Lee.
All it says is that we have to present it to the live task. It says present.
Give the taskmaster.
They've gotta
It says
say,
give the
that he has to keep it. That doesn't presume that. It doesn't say that. It just says I give it
Right,
to
but
him.
he
I can
gets to
say
make
he
that
can
choice.
hold it.
He gets, you don't get
It
to make
doesn't
that
say
choice.
he's.
Because the president's been
You never had somebody take a present back?
English. It works differently in English.
Nah, they just use
I think
better
it works
words.
differently.
So this is an original artwork by Christopher Jones for the 2002 convention program guide, which the year theme was Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is my favorite movie. And my wife gave this to me signed and framed for my 35th birthday.
And all of that means that it would be a wonderful gift to bestow about somebody else.
And,
especially when they know how important convergence is to them as well, that the fact that they have come over here and put up with all of us crass Americans year after year.
And I gave Shannan $20 of my own money, and she's giving me $18.50 back.
I'm taking your shit.
Thank you. There you go. To borrow. Oh,
I appreciate you, man.
to borrow it.
So, Lee, I spent some time, a few minutes, really thinking on what I thought you would enjoy, and then I came across this, and I saw it, and I went, man, this just speaks to him.
It's very thoughtful. You put so much thought into this. I have an original Christopher Jones at home, in fact. And
So now you can make
now I have two.
Yes.
Well, it's,
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, as Tim pointed out, this was a gift to the Taskmaster, and as he willingly allowed you to have it, it's a generous thing, Miss Shannan, and I very much appreciate it. Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now on to the scoring.
Oh, good.
I love this. Yeah, okay.
All right, so you've received 5 gifts. You have to determine which is the best gift.
Okay, so let's just run through it again. We had the bunch of stuff from Windy, including the woolen me, which is just wonderful. Some homemade jerky from Nick, which, you know, there's time and effort gone into that. Duck with the more than $20 limited edition Jaws popcorn bucket, which it's amazing. And then Jeremy made this. Well, let's start with the 1 point. As much as I appreciate your effort, Jeremy, you could have chosen a more recent photograph.
You haven't aged a day.
Yeah, can I do minus points? No. Okay, 1 point to Jeremy. I'm going to go. This is difficult now because Nick put so much effort into the jerky. Duck spent more than $20. So it's difficult to choose
Jerky
between.
smokes itself pretty much once you start.
Does it?
It's not like he even has to
It's not
flip
weed.
It just.
I believe the definition of
is that
marinade is
true?
put it in some liquid and let it sit.
Correct.
Okay.
This is a jerky recipe that I've worked on for years and years.
So it's not even new. Two points to Nick.
All right.
As much as I appreciate the thought, Ms. Shannan, and I really do, if it were just something that belonged to Tim, I would quite happily deprive him of it. But as it was something that was given to him by his lovely lady wife, I just can't do that. So 3 points to Miss Shannan. Then we have 4 points for Duck and the popcorn, and 5 points for Windy.
Okay.
So that was always going to be a difficult one to beat.
So just to be clear, you gave Miss Shannan 3 points because my wife gave me that, but you're not giving it back.
I'm giving it back, but not for your sake, for hers.
I can accept that. I can accept that. So that's, I believe that was 1 point for Jeremy. Sure. 2 points for Nick, 3 points for Miss Shannan, 4 points for Duck, and 5 points for Windy.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to need to move right along because we still have 3 tasks left. And this next one's in the bag. Let's go.
I was an idiot on this.
Now just get to that again. I want one.
Hello, Duck.
Hello. How are you? That's very
Good.
cool.
How are you?
Good. Good. Ooh, another task and a denim bag.
Would you classify this as a sack or a bag or?
What would you classify it as?
Sack.
Identify as many items in this bag of holding as you can.
You may not look inside the bag or remove any items from the bag.
You may not damage the bag of holding in any way. Most
Because if you
correct-
damage the bag of holding, everything would like fall into a void and be lost.
I played, I know.
And that's what I'm saying.
Most correctly identified items wins.
You have 3 minutes.
Your time starts now. All right, let's get into this bag.
All right, so very simple. They just had to identify the items in the bag in any way that didn't involve looking at them or removing them from the bag.
How did they do?
Well, let's see.
I can reach in though. I just can't look.
All the information is in the task.
Yeah. It says I can, as long as I don't look.
It's open. We might want to cinch that up so I don't inadvertently look.
This is a ball hat.
Baseball cap.
Baseball cap?
Baseball hat.
Baseball cap has some sort of an embroidered logo on the front. Velcro-y type of adjustable.
Headphones.
Headphones.
It's headphones.
Eyeballs.
Unsharpened pencil.
Unsharpened pencil. No eraser.
Ice cream scooper.
Ice cream scooper? Yes.
Ice cream scoop.
Ice cream scoop.
A giant earplug.
Nerf dart.
Tiara.
Tiara.
That's a tiara.
Pliers.
Pair of pliers.
That's some pliers.
Water bottle.
Sports bottle.
Water bottle.
Calculator.
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 Pocket calculator. Can't tell if it's solar or not.
A bird whistle sculpture thing.
I'm gonna say this is a toy dinosaur.
Dinosaur. It's not a Godzilla. It's not I'm gonna say T-Rex.
Stuffed in it of some kind.
A stuffed animal.
That's some sort of stuffed platypus.
There's a tiny egg whisk.
Tiny whisk.
That's a little tiny whisk.
Candy bar.
That's a Twix.
Car. A bike lock. Here's that weird thing again.
Flathead screwdriver.
Small standard screwdriver.
Pack of cards.
Deck of playing cards.
Playing cards.
Deck of cards.
Deck of playing cards. Maybe Uno cards. We'll say playing cards.
Lego piece.
Like a rectangular Lego piece.
There's a Lego brick, a flat one.
A bag of, oh, it's Lee, so I'll say a bag of crisps. Tube of toothpaste.
Tube of toothpaste.
That's tube of toothpaste.
Got a lot of stuff in here, Tim.
And some sort of plastic bag full of little tiny beads.
A bag of rice, a Ziploc bag of rice.
Some germs. Some molecules, some atoms.
Damn!
I would say it's like a dragon egg.
It's time.
Great.
Okay.
It's time.
Yeah, I said wash. I went to the washer. Towel. It's a little damp. It's cotton though. That's nice.
Your time has expired.
Oh, well, that's sad.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Doc.
Yeah.
Just writing down molecules and the atoms on it. You know, it's strange. So far, nobody's even looked for a list anymore. You'd think this is the task where somebody would think, I bet they hit a list somewhere.
So yeah, I thought, you know, sometimes on Taskmaster they hide like a list under the table or on the back of the task, and I thought that would be too easy, but they would surely look around the room as they walked in and notice there was a picture on the wall of me pointing at all of the items in the bag. In fact, none of them looked on the back of the task or under the table either. But this is the picture. I had it on my phone. You could have zoomed in on the items if you wanted to. But the entire list of the items is on the back. The items were a pink plastic coconut, nobody identified that, a tiara, baseball cap, headphones, bag of chips or Doritos or crisps, tube of toothpaste, unsharpened pencil, stuffed animal, it was cat bus, ice cream scoop, calculator, screwdriver, whisk, water bottle, bag of rice, deck of cards, plier, dinosaur toy, Nerf dart, Lego brick, and candy bar. I will point out that Jeremy's idea of putting things into the bag likely would have worked had he come up with it before time expired. Would you like to know the results?
Yes, I do have several questions for Jeremy, but let's just
Sure,
have the
sure. And I
results.
do also have a question. Duck identified several items not listed on my list, but that were technically in the bag, including molecules, atoms, and oxygen. So do you consider
And
no.
germs,
All right.
and
All right.
germs.
No, they do not count. Therefore, Wendy identified 16 of 20.
Wow.
She did not get the bag of rice. Miss Shannan did. She identified 13, Duck 12, Nick 11, and Jeremy 6.
So what does that mean for the scores?
Wendy gets 5, Shannan 4, Duck 3, Nick 2, and Jeremy 1.
Jeremy, did you really just like fondle the bag the entire time?
The sack. I fondled the sack.
Fondle the sack.
That's not bad.
Words are important. Words are important.
If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Well, this next task is a real joke.
Text Tim a punchline to a joke every day, starting today, until the live Taskmaster show on July the 4th. Punchlines only. Your time starts now.
Do you have my phone number?
Yeah, of course I had your phone number. I had your phone number for 25 years.
I'm just making sure. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Are you?
I am.
That'd be different.
I enjoy punchlines.
I expect they all had a great deal of fun with this one.
Maybe not all.
No?
No,
Do tell.
that task was just for Jeremy. I enjoy writing jokes. I enjoy writing jokes, but I don't much care for writing punchlines. So for instance, I've written a joke for one of his punchlines. Here we go.
Oh, God.
It's a guy walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hello, what would you like to drink?" And he says, "Eileen."
Don't kink shame. Don't kink shame.
So anyway, would you like to hear another joke?
No. So I'm not quite sure what to do with this because technically Jeremy came first in this task and would be entitled to 5 points. But technically he also came last in this task and
the
would only
task,
be
the
entitled
task
to
did
1
not
point.
indicate any points were available.
No.
It was nice to see every day texting and see how long it would take him from it be delivered to be read. And he doesn't have much of a life because it was instant, like, whoa, read it.
I was very excited by getting those punchlines every day.
I can imagine. It must be nice to have somebody reach out and contact you. Okay, yeah, no points. Let's have a look at the next task.
Well, since we're running long already, how about the longest task of the night?
Hey. Oh, no.
Hello, Shannon.
Hello, Tim.
Hello, Wick.
Hello, Tim.
Hello, Jeremy.
Thank you, Tim.
Hello, Nick.
Hey, Tim.
Hello, Doc.
A dregs bench. Those benches see things.
You brought me here to murder me.
Ooh, nice.
You know, these are statistically more likely to come up 1 than 6 because they're not pitted to account for the weight of the paint. That's why casino dice are pitted.
Build a dice tower.
The tower does not function as a dice tower. You will be disqualified.
Best dice tower wins.
You have up to 20 minutes to build your tower.
The clock will stop when you announce you are rolling your dice.
The Taskmaster will award a bonus point for the largest number rolled.
Your time starts now. Okay.
All right, so let's just quickly, I guess we are.
Garages always have the best stuff. Like, if you're looking, like, if it's like, build a thing, you need stuff, go to the garage. Garage best stuff. Now you need a few things for inside the house. Specifically, the basement. More specifically, Tim's office. Tim, what happened to all the dice you used to have in these shelves? What if Lee is very fond of simplicity? What if Lee is a minimalist? He's all about like conservation of effort. What if best to Lee is like just rolling a die in a cup, Yahtzee style? I suppose like best would have to have like tea in it or something, right? I bet someone needs this thought. I think my goal is just to do better than Jeremy.
Everybody ready?
Ready? I do.
Yeah, could you see if you still have that strong tape and then bring it to me?
Yes.
Thank you. Tim, I assume you have a bunch of dice.
I do.
Yeah. Could you bring me like just a bunch of dice?
They're already here.
Oh, they're already here. There are no dice in Delegation Tennis, the home game? All right, I'm going to roll these dice.
Okay.
They're all six-sided dice. They all seem to be not loaded or anything. Right, let's see if this happens. My dad's backwards. That's all right. Here's my roll.
Okay.
I could get the tower of dice, but I don't see enough dice in here. It'd be very boring. Look, a dice tower. It's like a dice rolling song. Like anything truly epic deserves a soundtrack.
today that I regretted getting a theater degree instead of an engineering How am I doing for time?
8 seconds.
8 seconds?
8 seconds.
This is my roll.
All right, a few interesting notes about this, which due to the time is our final task of the show. Everybody used the rubber chicken. But Wendy was the only one who checked to see if it made a sound. There were over 40 dice hidden in the garage and in the yard. The ones we showed next to Nick's head, he was standing next to for over 30 seconds while looking for dice. And they were at his eye level because he's very tall. But it turns out the only person who discovered anything but the large dice was Jeremy, who found an extra die in a Bible Tribond game that I forgot I even owned. And therefore had not intentionally hidden in the garage. So, you're scoring 1 to 5 based on the best dice tower. Best is the criteria. But also there is the question of functioning dice tower.
Okay, I think I'm going to go, just because of sheer engineering ingenuity, 5 points to Jeremy. We're going to go 4 points each to Nick and Duck. And it's really difficult to know which of these remaining are the worst.
Well, I think as you're thinking about it, one important thing to note is that when Miss Shannan made the decision to cover her dice tower, what happened is the dice did not actually come out the other end until she lifted that cover.
Right.
And Wendy's dice tower, one of the dice came out and the other one got caught. So
in which
does
case,
that qualify as a
So
functioning...
did Wendy. She had to use a little ABBA thing.
I'm not going to deny people points here,
Okay.
so I'm just going to say 1 point each for.
So then we have the little matter of largest number rolled, and
yes.
it did specifically say largest number. So that could either be the biggest number sequentially, or it could be the number that took up the most volume. Coincidentally, that's the same person, Jeremy, who found the most dice. He found the most dice and rolled a 33. Nick rolled a 24, Duck a 12, Shannan 11, and Wendy 7.
Okay, what does that do to the scores?
Well, that gives 1 bonus point to Jeremy. We'll take a look. These are the final scores. So, our final score. It's a darn shame we can't do the final task of the show. We should. Hold on. We're going to do it really simple. I'm not going to do the one I wrote. That takes too long. I have 5 dice that I acquired from the volunteer department. It only takes 2 hours of volunteering to get one of your own. You're all going to roll these dice. Highest number wins. Ties re-roll. There we go. That's right. Just roll the dice. Don't read the task. Roll the dice. There we go. Shannan rolled a... nothing. 6. 6 for Doc.
4.
Where's
4. 3.
6.
6 for Shannan. 3
There
for
it is.
Jeremy and Nick. So that means we have 2 6s. Miss Shannan and Duck, you get to roll off.
Roll off.
How far back
Roll
are they? How many
off.
bonus points
Ready?
can they get?
Oh, no. 3.
And a 4.
Okay. All right, Duck gets a
That's
4.
all right.
Duck gets 5 points. Miss Shannan, 4 points. Wendy gets 3.
ties re-roll?
Wendy gets 3, and Jeremy and whatever his name is, Nick. They get
I can make a
joint
bigger
2.
guillotine.
Does that change?
They get a joint 2.
How does that change the score?
I don't know. Let's take a look.
Not much.
Well, you need to repeat what those scores were to me. I couldn't hear a damn thing.
Duck gets 5, Miss Shannon 4, Wendy 3, Nick and Jeremy 2.
Oh, that doesn't change anything.
I don't
then.
think it's going to change anything.
That doesn't change anything then.
Could be anything. Duck wins.
Just as long as it's not Jeremy.
Duck, as well as this magnificent trophy, you get to take home all the things that are most convergence, including apparently Melissa.
Yes! I have so many PowerPoints for you to work on.
Damn it.
Thank you for coming to see the first ever CONvergence Taskmaster. Thank you to Melissa, thank you to the 5 panelists, and him. Have a fantastic rest of your convention, and we'll see you here again next year.
That's so funny. When I told him after I kicked something out of his house, I was like, call me, because somebody else would probably do that. And he called me, then he was like, yeah, nobody else did that. I'm like, really? Everybody's just going to try and do something? Okay.
He's still wearing his hairline, right?
I was sure that everybody was just
My God.
chicken thing out of the
Changes in
house.
there too. Like,